Welcome to our channel. Today we have an exclusive for everyone who follows the lives of football giants. You'll get a fresh look at the new era of Real Madrid, a club where destinies are shaped by true stars. Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo, and now newcomers like Carreras and possibly Alexis McAllister. What's really happening behind the scenes of Europe's most decorated club? Why are transfer intrigues around Rodrigo and Xabi Alonso's grand plans already exciting all of Europe? Here, we'll share not only confirmed facts, but also the hottest rumors, insider info, and even football gossip. Another Real Madrid transfer is almost complete. This time, it's left back Carreras, who is 99% considered a Madrid player already. But while the deal is not yet official, there is one important bureaucratic obstacle. Carreras' former club, Manchester United, still holds a buyback clause. Until the English club formally waives this option, Real cannot finalize the transfer. The deal's structure is as follows. Real and Benfica have reached a verbal agreement for around 50 million euros, about 43 million pounds, with payments to be made in several installments, allowing the Spanish club to manage its budget wisely. Well-known insider Fabrizio Romano has already confirmed the agreement with his trademark, "Here we go," but stressed. The deal will be completed only after United's official response. According to SI, Yahoo Sports, and Team Talk, Carreras is already ready to move to Madrid, and his medical may take place in the coming days. However, everything still depends on one thing: United's consent not to activate the buyback. Interestingly, Manchester United themselves do not seem interested in bringing the defender back, but prefer to see the process through to the end with full legal accuracy. Why isn't Real rushing things? The answer is simple. The club wants to be absolutely certain of the legality and clarity of the deal. As soon as the formal refusal comes from England, Carreras will have his medical and become a new Real player. Everything is ready. All parties have agreed, the payment structure is set, and the player is already mentally in Madrid. Another important aspect of this story is that Carreras is a Real Madrid Academy graduate, and his return is seen as a smart investment. The club is getting a young, technically skilled left-back who, according to the coaching staff, can quickly integrate into the team and fill one of the problematic positions. Experts agree. This deal is a matter of just a few days. As soon as Manchester United signs the necessary documents, the Madrid club will be able to officially announce the transfer. Everything indicates that Carreras will soon become a full-fledged Real Madrid player. Yet another example of the club's smart transfer strategy, focusing not only on superstars, but also on its own academy products. Friends, I'd like to ask you to support this video with a like and a comment. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. While the voiceover is done with the help of AI, the script and video editing are created by a real person to make it as interesting as possible for you. Thank you for your support, and let's keep going. The future of Rodrigo at Real Madrid is becoming increasingly uncertain. The player remains under close watch by top European clubs, and intrigue around his possible transfer is growing. Amidst squad transformation and changes in Madrid's playing style, several giants have become active: PSG, Arsenal, Liverpool, and both Manchester clubs. The Londoners are especially proactive. According to TBR Football, Arsenal now believes they have a real chance to sign the Brazilian. Previously, Sports Zone reported that Real no longer considers Rodrigo untouchable. The player's representatives have already been in contact with several clubs, including Arsenal, City, and Liverpool. PSG has also reached out, though their interest is currently more cautious. At the same time, Defensa Central notes that Real is only willing to negotiate with PSG if Vitinha, one of PSG's current leaders whom Madrid views as a key figure for Xabi Alonso's potential project, is included in the deal. According to Diario AS and other Spanish media, Rodrigo himself is not seeking a move. He would like to stay and fight for his place in the squad. Fabrizio Romano confirms this position. The club is not looking to force the player out. The decision remains with him. In the coming days, a personal meeting is scheduled between Rodrigo's representatives and Real's management. This will be the decisive moment. Of note is his rejection of a move to Saudi Arabia. Although Al Nassr reportedly offered nearly unlimited financial terms, the player made it clear. His goal is to stay in Europe. He does not consider such a path for his career, even despite the tempting financial offer. However, the sporting situation has become more complicated. In a recent tournament, Rodrigo played only 70 minutes. He lost out in competition to Vinicius, Mbappe, and Arda Güler. Some Spanish outlets point out that this made the club reconsider the player's future. However, Xabi Alonso insists this is not about conflict, but purely a tactical decision. As for concrete offers, Bavarian Football Works reports that Bayern is already prepared to pay $65 million, but Real wants at least $80 to $100 million. So far, none of the clubs have made an official bid, and Madrid is in no hurry to part with the asset. They are assessing the market and are ready to act only if the conditions are perfect. Overall, the situation with Rodrygo is on hold. He is not pushing for an exit, but he also doesn't have clear confidence in his role on the pitch. The competition in attack is getting tougher. A move remains on the table and much will be decided at the meeting scheduled for next week. It is this meeting that will determine whether Rodrigo stays to fight for his place at Real or begins a new chapter in his career at another top European club. Meanwhile, while Real is preparing to officially complete the Álvaro Carreras deal and awaiting a crucial meeting regarding Rodrigo, the Madrid transfer team is working on two possible moves involving Liverpool, both of which could seriously affect the squad for the new season. The first direction is Ibrahim Konate. The French center-back has become one of Real's main targets due to ongoing issues in the center of defense. According to Cadena SER, the Madrid club is monitoring the situation of the 26-year-old player, whose contract with Liverpool runs until the summer of 2026. At the moment, Real's strategy is simple. Either wait until the contract expires and sign Konate on a free next year, or, if the circumstances are right, try to buy him this summer for a reduced price. Diario AS and Real Madrid. Confidential report that the club is considering an accelerated transfer for $50 to $60 million, especially if one of the current center-backs, such as David Alaba, leaves. However, Football España clarifies that Real does not want to pay the full price and hopes to lower the fee to $20–25 million, considering that only 1 year is left on the contract. At the same time, Liverpool, according to Football España, John Menzies, is ready to listen to offers, but only around $50 million. Thus, Real is currently sticking to a wait-and-see approach. If Liverpool does not lower their demands, the club will prefer to wait for a free transfer in the summer of 2026. The second direction is Alexis Mac Allister. The Liverpool and Argentina midfielder has become a personal priority for Xabi Alonso, who sees him as a key piece of his future midfield. On July 11th, Spanish outlet Fichajes reported that Real is preparing an offer of $116.8 million, around $100 million for the player. Mac Allister fits perfectly into the new style of play that Xabi is building: high pressing, versatility, and intensity. According to Yahoo and Sports Illustrated, after the defeat by PSG, the coach is insisting on an urgent strengthening of the midfield, with Mac Allister viewed as the #1 transfer target. However, there are challenges. Liverpool are not interested in letting the Argentine go, and the player himself recently said in an interview that he is fully focused on his current club. beIN Sports also confirms that Mac Allister had no plans to change clubs this summer. Meanwhile, Deadline Day Live reports that Liverpool could raise their asking price above $100 million, especially if they feel pressure from Real. The Madrid club understands that this deal will not be quick and are ready to negotiate. The success will depend both on the player's stance and on Liverpool's willingness to enter into dialogue. What does this mean for Real? Signing Konate could be a strategic long-term acquisition, especially considering his physical attributes. Premier League experience, and ability to play in different systems. Real has already used a similar strategy with Alaba and Rodrygo, patiently waiting and eventually getting a strong defender for free. The McAllister situation is the opposite. This would be an immediate reinforcement at a high price, but with the potential for a huge impact in midfield. The Argentine could give Real balance, creativity, and work rate, all essential for Alonso's new tactical vision. At the moment, both transfers are at the stage of active analysis. With Carreras almost done and a key decision pending on Rodrigo, Konate and McAllister are two possible directions that could define the face of Real Madrid for the next 2 seasons. One is a low-risk, future-focused plan, while the other is a major investment requiring decisiveness, flexibility, and full confidence that he will become the backbone of the new project. So stay with us, because ahead are even more exclusive news, exciting transfer stories, and commentary from world football stars. This is only the beginning. A new era for Real Madrid is just around the corner, and you'll be the first to know everything. Write in the comments who you want to see in the white shirt next season, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss a single big insider story. Let's follow together how the history of this great club unfolds.